I've got the Eachine Miss Helen P51D 500mm 2S brushless sub-250g warbird out here. I've been flying it and flying it and flying it. This is my last battery pack, so I'm going to come out here now that I've got it all tuned out and handling just the way I like it. I'll go out here and I thought I'd record this last flight of the day, last flight of this flight session. What a fantastic plane. I saw that a couple of you have already purchased this plane after I posted my first review video. I want to thank you for using my affiliate link, and I saw that that coupon code saved you quite a bit of money. So if you use the affiliate link, the special link that I've got in the show notes along with the coupon code, you're going to get this for a steal, guys. And believe me, you're going to want one. Alright, so let's see here. Now I launched that, we're in full manual mode now. I launched that at about 75% throttle and give it a pretty good chuck. You know, these warbirds need a little wind underneath the wings on launch. What do you think of that? Is that awesome? Is that awesome? I just can't believe how well this flies in full manual mode. It flies like a much bigger plane. I put it in fully stabilized mode. I put it in fully stabilized mode, guys, on launch and on landing, and the rest of the time I'm flying in complete manual mode with it, and it's just as smooth as it can be. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen many sub 250g planes of this weight and this size handle like that in full manual mode. That is awesome. All right, let's see if I can do it here. I don't know. I'm not very practiced with it yet with this plane, but it has a very, very effective rudder on it. Let's see here. Maybe I can. Oh my gosh. It will certainly do a hammerhead. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can be a little softer. That was terrible. But it rotates like crazy. Let's see here. That was a little better. I gotta get a little better practice with it. But it will certainly do a hammerhead. That was a little better. Boy, for a P51, it has a really effective rudder. Alright, let's try something else here. Immelmanns. That wasn't a very good one, but it'll certainly do an Immelmanns. That was a better one. I've got to rotate a little bit closer to the top of the apex there. But yeah, it'll do a great Immelmanns. I've gotten a couple of really good hammerheads out of it, but it's going to take some practice. I'm not used to a warbird having a rudder that is that effective. Alright, let's get a little bit slower and closer to the ground here. Just show off Miss Helen here. She's a beauty. I'm loving this Miss Helen. That is a tight circle in full manual mode. You guys have got to get one of these. You're going to thank me. You've got to get one of these. That is just awesome. Nice rolls. Great power for big, huge, wide loops. I don't know how long I've been flying it. I've got my timer set for 6 minutes, guys, but it's still pulling really, really well. You saw that big, huge, wide loop there. It's very efficient. It's got a lot of power and it's very efficient, man. That's not, you know, I know from, you know, setting up power systems myself, that's not easy to do. It's easy to get a ton of power, and it's easy to get a ton of flight time if you don't have a lot of power, but getting a good balance of those two, that is not easy, and they certainly did that. What an awesome little plane. Just an awesome little plane. Okay, I'm starting to get my haptic. So let's make a circuit, come back in, see if we can get it on the ground without flipping it. It's hard to land out here with these tiny wheels without flipping it. Alright, let's see here. There we go. I'm going to go around. Too much altitude, too much speed. Oh, we're way out there. We are way out there. Ah! And you saw how it was flying and how it performed and how stable it was, even in really tight turns. And I'll have links to these in the show notes too, because I only have 2 of the stock batteries. So I've been flying it, and I just flew it with one of these. It's a GNB 2S 350 milliamp hour 60C LiPo. I get almost as much flight time out of these as I do the stock LiPo. It does have an XT30 connector on it, and the plane has a JST connector, so I fabricated a XT30 to JST connector for this. So I will have links to these in the show notes too, along with some prefabricated XT30 to JST connectors. I did have to carve out a little bit of foam on the inside of the battery bay to get those to fit. So, and I put them in horizontally rather than vertically because they're just a little bit too long to get that battery door closed if you put them in vertically like the stock LiPos. So I'm fitting those in horizontally, and they've been in there nice and snug. So when I publish the setup for this, if I haven't already done so, I've got it all tuned and handling and flying exactly the way I want it. So I will go ahead and put together a setup file to publish on TinkerzLab. I will go over what I did on the battery bay to get those batteries to fit in there, okay? But they fit in there just perfectly. I want to thank you guys again for using my affiliate link when you order it. The links to it in the show notes. The coupon code is in the show notes. Links to these batteries and the XT30 to JST adapters will be in the show notes, because you're going to want to have a lot of batteries to put in this plane when you take it out. Trust me. I've already flown all mine. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.